प्रेम भाव आकरी, इसका नाम रोटरी। रोटरी रोटरी इसका नाम रोटरी। पूंजपति कामगार मिलकर करे कारोबार, अपना देश की करेंगे एक साथ चाकरी। इसका नाम रोटरी। रोटरी रोटरी इसका नाम रोटरी। सकल विश्व अपना नाम सब समान समझना, सबको मार्ग यही बताना, इसका नाम रोटरी। रोटरी रोटरी इसका नाम रोटरी। Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, so today we have this particular, the special meeting where we have a couple of speakers from international boundaries, and I welcome Hiroko Seki, Rotarian, and who is from the past president, and also who is from Rotary Club Tokyo, Yoniyama. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Welcome to Rotary Club of Visakhapatnam.
Thank you.
And also we have the past president, Rotarian Midori Nakami, who is from the Rotary Club, which is a new club from Tokyo, Yonayama. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, Midori. So welcome, Hiroko, and welcome, Midori, once again to Rotary Club of Visakhapatnam. So shortly we'll be starting. So in this particular regard, there are so many situations that are happening across the globe, which were being safeguarded carefully over generations. In that particular topic, we have these international speakers who is going to deliver their message to us. So before that, let us recognize this week's birthday boys. So we have our senior most member and who is the youngest of the club, that is JLN Rajgaru, has celebrated his birthday on 19th of September. And also today itself we have our advisor AVRP Kumar Garu, who is celebrating his birthday. And at the same time, the secretary of the club, Madhamita Devi, also is celebrating her birthday today. And on 29th, we have Krishna Kumar Garu celebrating his birthday. And yes, the Commodore Rajaram Garu also is celebrating his birthday on 29th of September. Yes, so birthday wishes to all the birthday people who are celebrating in this week, and wishes from across the club. And we recognize especially the immediate past district governor, Bobby Garu, who is sitting with us. Very good morning, sir. And we have other people also who are actually live on the Facebook also, and we have our club advisor and past president, Muralidharan Garu, who is with us. Very good morning, sir. So, my dear friends, today we are not going to go much into any other topic because it's a speaker meet today, and I request our Director International Services to introduce the speakers of the day and the topic of the day. That is Kolavrini Chandigaru. Chanti, welcome, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Am I audible to all of you?
Very much, very much.
Thank you. Thank you, President Srikanth Garu, for giving me this opportunity to introduce our international speakers from Tokyo, Hiroko Seki and Midori Nakame. First, I'll introduce Hiroko Seki, Rotary Club of Tokyo, Yoniyama, UA, Rotary International District 2750, Japan leader, Haiwa Rotary Hiroshima Survivor Trees.
Yes.
ADG Hiroko Seki is a Grandmaster of Tea Ceremony, Omoti Senke, for 30 years. Really great, madam, great. She lives in Tokyo. Hiroko is a Rotarian since 1997.
Yeah.
She founded 2 Rotary clubs, the first multinational Yoniyama UA Club and Yoniyama E Club 2750. With 34 members, each from 8 countries, is the special representative for both clubs. They use Japanese as common communication languages. I welcome you, Hiroko Seki, for this August gathering. We are eagerly waiting to hear to you. In the meantime, I would also take honor in introducing Midori Nakame. Midori Nakame, past President Rotary E Club of District 2750 Tokyo, Yoniyama. US Japan Coordinator, Haiwa, Rotary Hiroshima Survivor Trees. She joined Rotary Club of Tokyo, Yoniyama, UAE in 2010 as a charter member and the first club secretary. Moved to Hong Kong 2011, she joined Rotary E Club of District 2750, Tokyo Yoniyama, chartered 2012 and appointed as the first club secretary. Club president 2013-14, HR specialist and career consultant. I now present both Hiroko Seki and Midori Nakame for this August gathering. Give them a big round of applause.
That's so nice. Perfect. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shanji, for introducing our speakers of the day. And let me take the privilege of recognizing our past presidents, Rotarian K.V. Ratnam Garu and M.V. Somshekar Garu, for being present in this program. Welcome, sir, Somshekar Garu and K.V. Ratnam Garu. Yes, sir. And also, we have with us Rotarian Sandeep, who is from RCV Bardhaman Heritage. That's under Rotary International District 3240. Welcome, Mr. Sandeep Tata. So it's nice to see all of us here. And yes, today we are just going to directly jump into the topic of the day. And I would like to keep the floor open to our first speaker, that is Rotarian Hiroko Seki. Hello, ma'am. Welcome to Rotary Club of Visakhapatnam.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. 何言ったらいいんですか?
So
Yes, the
Videos
floor
are
is yours.
okay.
The floor is
Yeah.
yours. Yes, now you can actually address our August gathering. Yes, ma'am.
okay,
Welcome.
the presentation now.
Okay, you would like to share a presentation? Yeah, the permission is open. You can share it. Yes.
Okay, then so now we can start the sharing the screen.
Yes, perfect. Very nice.
So can you hear us and can you see the screen now?
Loud and clear. Super nice.
Clear.
Okay. Okay, so then let's start our presentation. Hello everyone, and thank you this special opportunity to providing us to introducing our club and the club activities. Thank you KKK Chand and President Srikanan, and hello Rotary Club Visakhapatnam. It's hard for me to pronounce Indian accent though, but we are so honored to have this presentation with Hiroko, and I speak in English. Hiroko is speak in Japanese. Some of them.
Yeah.
Please watch a short presentation video at our Yoneyama UA and E Club at first. So I will start the video now. Hope you can listen that.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life. Bigger than the world. Living out the hopes and dreams.
Little volume needed. Midori, please increase volume.
Times are changing everywhere. Do we dream? Do we dare? It's up to you. The door is open wide. Feel the rhythm of today. Learn apart and join the play. The world is here. Let's take it for a ride. You could be larger than life. Bigger than the world.
Thank you for watching the video. This is a video one of our club members from Germany has produced to introduce our two clubs. So I would like to mention, before speaking about Heiwa, have you ever heard Yoneyama in Japanese before? No, yes. Yes, before saying our club activity, we would like to introduce what Yoneyama is. Both Hiroko and my club name has Yoneyama, so I would like to speak a little bit about scholarship, this Yoneyama. Yoneyama is a scholarship for foreign students pursuing academic studies and research in Japan. The scholarship funds come from contributions made by Japanese Rotarians. This person, the photo is Mr. Umekichi Yoneyama, father of Japan Rotary. All Japanese Rotarians know his name because of this Rotary Yoneyama Memorial Foundation scholarship program. It's initiated by the Rotary Club of Tokyo in 1952 to commemorate Mr. Yoneyama after his death, with the aim of acquainting people of world to a peace post-war Japan. Talk about the scholarship futures. I need to emphasize that this is the largest private sector scholarship in Japan. The scholarship is for the master's and doctoral course. Scholars can get 16,000 US dollars per year for maximum 2 years. And also need to note that this is scholarship, no need to return. I would like to explain what the scholars selection process is. The first, scholars are required to have communication skills in Japanese, outstanding academic results, and need to attend monthly Rotary Club's meeting. They need to receive the cash scholarship money at the meeting. The second is that they need to be the students of designated schools, which listed by the selection committee of the respective Rotary Club district. Japan has 34 districts. And the third is that all candidates are interviewed by the selection committee of the respective Rotary district, which is the scholars being selected by Rotarians. And I would like to show you how much Rotarians contribute to Yoneyama Scholarship Foundation. This is quite huge, big number, I think. The amount is over 12 million US dollars per year, and this is contributed by Rotarians. I have seen the average donation as US dollar 43 per year. The scholars' countries of origin is, would like you to watch this column, the top 6 countries of origin. The Yoneyama Scholarship support over 883 scholars in 2020. The first country and region is China, over 7,000. And the second is South Korea, over 4,000. The third is Taiwan, over 3,000. And the fifth, Malaysia, sixth, Thailand. And I have checked from your country, India, it's the 13th. You have 132 Yoneyama scholars studied in Japan until today. This is quite huge. I was amazed to see that number. And this is scholars from the world map. This world map shows scholars' countries of origin. The red pointed dots are scholars' countries. This indicates that we Japanese Rotarians are supporting over 21,000 scholars in 129 countries. It's the surprising number, I think. So the 2 clubs, which is here, Hiroko has produced 2 of Yoneyama clubs. I would like to mention that through interaction with Japanese Rotarians, the scholars have been motivated by Rotary spirit. Based on those activities, 2 clubs were established by multinational Yoneyama alumni. One of them is called Rotary Club of Yoneyama UI, and the other one is my club, Rotary E-Club of District 2750 Tokyo Yoneyama. They both consisted of mostly 34 members from 8 countries, which is unique in Japanese Rotarians. And in February 2010, here Hiroko has, as a special representative, established the first club mainly by Yoneyama alumni called Rotary Club of Tokyo Yoneyama UI. UI is friendship in Japanese word, and you and I. That's why we call the club name is Yoneyama UI. And the new Rotarians greeted people with wearing their country's costume. You can see national costume, China, Korea, and Laos, Afghanistan, Nepal, Japanese, and so on. Yeah, here I need to also mention that including them, us, more than 239 Yoneyama schools become Rotarians around the world as of today. And just 2 years later, in 2012, the first club, Tokyo Yoneyama UI Rotary Club, has sponsored to establish Rotary E-Club of District 2750 Tokyo Yoneyama, whose members are also mainly from Yoneyama alumni and alumni, and as it's an E-Club, their service treaty is worldwide. The picture is taken at the charter presentation ceremony in 2012. The lady sitting beside Hiroko. Hiroko is here, and the lady is the first president, club president. She is also Yoneyama alumni from Indonesia. Talk about the futures of the 2 clubs of Yoneyamas. The club members are from 10 countries and regions, speak more than 15 different languages. More than 50% of the members hold master and PhD degrees. The main communication is in Japanese because they have studied in Japan and they know the knowledge of Japanese speaking and listening, writing as well. And the Japanese and international Rotarians visit our 2 clubs for makeups. And the main club activity is cross-border volunteering. So this is the national flag with our club members' countries and regions. So here I would like to hand this microphone to Hiroko, and Hiroko will talk about her feeling creating 2 Yoneyama clubs. So Seki-san, お願いします。
はい。はい。Hello everyone. My name is Hiroko Seki from Tokyo. 今日は私自身が関わってきた学友の人たちをまとめて2つのクラブを作ってきたことを皆様にお話しさせていただきました。2つのクラブを作った結果、10年の歳月を経て10カ国出身の会員たちが現在国境を越えて日本と母国をつなぐ奉仕活動を展開するという使命感を持って活動を続けてきております。はい、次お願いします。私は多国籍の会員たちという原石が磨かれて光り輝く宝石に変わっていくことをこの目で見続けてまいりました。その宝石たちが今まさに世界に飛び出し、一粒二粒と増え続けている過程なのです。そして彼らの奉仕活動は世界中の人々を魅了し、活動に関わった若い世代を育てております。そして一緒に活動した若い学友たちが将来のロータリアン候補になっているのです。このとは米山学友たちだけでは成し遂げられませんでした。そこには彼らの夢の実現を支え、アドバイスし続けた人生の先輩ロータリアンの存在が不可欠でした。一人のロータリアンとして、そんな将来性に満ち溢れた若者に囲まれて、彼らのために自分の時間を使うことが ロータリーライフの醍醐味だと感じています。私のこの22年のロータリー歴において、こういったことこそがロータリーの最も素晴らしいことだと感じております。一人一人の学友とともに作り上げてきたクラブ、私は自分の人生の大半をこの人たちと一緒にいられることを最大の喜びと感じ、今大変誇りに思っております。Thank you. はい。
Thank you, Hiroko, for sharing your story. Established two clubs. We call section sister or mothers of club.
はい。はい。
So maybe some past governor or assistant club advisors can feel same as Hiroko is now. Then let's move on to the Heiwa Rotary Hiroshima Survivor Trees Project. One of our main big our international club activities. This is inspired by past district governor and Rotarian Hiroshima survivor Jiro Kawatsuma. I would like to show the video later on, but before that, Heiwa is in Japanese peace. Heiwa, we called Heiwa, so that's why I put the Japanese word Heiwa, peace. Rotary Hiroshima Survivor Trees. We named that project name at this age. So Heiwa is a coalition of Rotary clubs in Japan and the US. We distribute survivor shields and plants from Hiroshima with a message of peace, hope, and survivability. So I would like to show you the video. It's about 8 or 9 minutes. Is this okay to share the video now?
Japan is 5,400 miles east of California. In Japan, there is a city known as Hiroshima. There's a mountain range behind the city. Rivers flow from the mountains through the city and into the calm Seto Inland Sea that it faces. Hiroshima is the major city in the region, with a population of more than 1 million. The people who live here have planted trees all over the city, and they cherish them. The formal word for tree in Japanese is jumoku. Among the trees in Hiroshima, there are those that are called hibaku jumoku. The people of Hiroshima take especially good care of these trees to remember the tragedies of war and never forget the importance of peace. In 1945, about 70 years ago, an atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima for the first time in history. The famous A-bomb dome is preserved just the way it was after it was destroyed by that power. This is Hiroshima before the atomic bomb was dropped. It was already a major city with many people living here. There was a shortage of food during the war, and it was a hard time for everybody. But they loved their families and spent every day protecting them. In a town called Kokutaiji, near downtown Hiroshima, there was a huge camphor tree that was said to have been 300 years old at the time. When streetcars started running, they built the tracks to swerve around the tree to protect its spreading roots. Children climbed the tree, and in the summer, they caught cicadas there. This tree was a symbol of this town. There are many pictures and drawings left to show what it was like. In 1945, on the morning of August 6th, an atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. The atomic bomb was completely different from any bombs before that. Its destructive power was tens of thousands of times greater. Under the cloud that billowed up into the shape of a mushroom, terrifying things were happening. Most of the buildings were blown away or burnt down within a radius of 1.2 miles. A lot of people, children, students, grown-ups, and the elderly were under that mushroom cloud. In a flash, many people were killed. Even if they managed to survive, because of burns and the effects of radiation from the atomic bomb, it is said that 140,000 people died before the end of the year. There's a name for the people who suffered because of the atomic bomb: hibakusha. Even today, the after effects of radiation continue to harm many people. What do you think happened to the trees that the people of Hiroshima loved so much? The camphor tree in Kokotaichi was knocked down, leaving only its roots. The bomb blast pulled some of the trees up from their roots and blew them away. Other trees were burnt to the ground. Most of them were gone or later withered away. Researchers who studied the power of the atomic bomb said that no plants would grow in Hiroshima for at least 75 years. People were lost in sadness. They said Hiroshima would not see anything grow. And before the end of that summer, a flower bloomed. Life had a stronger power to survive than researchers could ever imagine. The people of Hiroshima stood up out of the rubble and continued to work hard to build a peaceful city for their friends who had died as well. Other than the A-bomb dome, which they specifically left alone, there is Hiroshima today where you can see that tragic sight. The city of Hiroshima officially registered 170 trees that were within a 1.2-mile radius of where the atomic bomb exploded. Endured the explosion, sprung new sprouts, or stayed alive and were moved to another location. These trees will be protected as hibaku jumoku.
判明するのは、黒焦げになった大木が、ほぼ半年経った頃に、この途中の変わるところが白くなってきて、でそこが芽が出てくる。でこれ芽が出てくると生きてると。そこでね、自分たちは75年草でも生えないというところで本当に生きていけない。それが自分たちも生きていけるんだということの、それが証だと思ったんですね。それがまた途中から芽が出てきて、そこから自分の子供まで作って、それがアメリカ行ってということまでやるようになった。これがね、原爆に対して我々人間がもっとという元気の元を作っていくんだと。
もちろん被爆樹木は原子爆弾のことも語ってますよ。語ってますけども、原子爆弾のことよりももっと大きなことを語ってるというような感じがしますね。争う喧嘩をするとかいうようなことが小さいところで学校のクラスの中でもね、会社の中でも企業同士でも国同士でもいっぱい起こってるわけね。でそれがずっと起こってるということが平和を害してるわけでね。安らかにお眠りください。過ちは繰り返しませんからという過ちはね、原子爆弾を落としたことという意味ではないですよ。人間そのもののなんていうのかな、我を忘れた拡大主義みたいなね、もの全体を示す言葉ではないかなというふうに私は思いますね。
9 of the hibaku jumoku were lost, and now there are 161. Telling others about the hibaku jumoku leads to thinking about the tragedies of war and the importance of peace. Some people have taken seeds and seedlings from the hibaku jumoku and are spreading them throughout the world. People start quarreling about the tiniest things. They fight and eventually end up in a war. The people of Hiroshima hate war just as much as the atomic bomb and wish for no more wars of any kind. Not only that, but there are also still many problems like poverty, and infectious diseases in the world that have not been solved. If you look carefully at the Hibakujumoku, you will see that even after more than 70 years have gone by, some of them have scars left from the atomic bomb. It looks like they're in pain. The Hibakusha who lost their beloved families and homes cherish the Hibakujumoku. They feel a deep love for these trees that endured the atomic bomb, lived through it, and continued to grow. The Hibakujumoku have stood by Hiroshima and the Hibakusha. Just by being there, they are telling every city in the world not to ever repeat this sad experience.
Thank you for watching the video. This video was created by using Rotary Global Grant, which is Hiroko is the leader, and the US Little Tokyo Rotary Club in United States. We have created one first global grant project 2 years ago. So this Heiwa Rotary Hiroshima Survivor Trees team this is the structure. The Japan leader is Hiroko Seki here, and Hawaii past district governor, his Japanese American or US team head is Steve Yoshida. And we have the Hawaii team and nursery past district governor, Wade Nomura past district governor, and Matsuko Nakasane, who has first charged this global grant project counterpart. And in Japan team, we have the Jiro Kawatsuma, past district governor, Hiroshima survivor, and our Yoneyama club, Hiroko's club, and my E-club, and also the Hiroshima Rotary Club, Hiroshima Southeast. Also, he is the past president and Hiroshima survivor, Mr. Akio Nishikori. And we have Fukushima past district governor, Hajime Sawara here. So this is not only us, we all Japanese and American Rotarians involved in this Heiwa Hiroshima Survivor Trees team. So this is the planting history. Some of them might show on the movies. The first planting is 2016 January. Have you anyone joining the Ontario Peace Conference? Yes or no? This is the first Heiwa planting here. The second one is that planting tree was replanting to the Japanese garden in California, Pasadena, Storia Stan Japanese Garden. This is tsubaki tree. It's Japanese tree. This is a presentation ceremony picture. And the next one is Carter Center, the Atlanta. Have you, any of you have attended the Atlanta Rotary International Convention before? No? Yes, this is a special, one of my favorite occasions to planting, maybe Hiroko's. This is John Germ and President Sakuji Tanaka, Japanese ally president. And Mary is Carter Center's president. And Jiro Kawatsuma is on the center. We planted the ginkgo trees at the Carter Center 2017. And after that, this is President Ian, Vancouver, Canada. We have also the Rotary Peace Conference there. And we have planted the ginkgo trees here at the Banjusen Botanical Garden. They have beautiful Japanese garden there, so we planted there too. And this is a presentation ceremony that Jiro, Hiroshima survivor Jiro speaks about his story. And as I mentioned, grant project, Los Angeles, America and Japan, this is persimmon, Japanese fruit kaki trees planted in JACC is Japanese American Cultural Community Center. We have expanded the peace educational project towards junior high students. Then in domestic Japan, Hiroko arranged at Fukushima, as you have still remember that 10 years ago, there's a big earthquake hit in eastern part of Japan. There we have a ginkgo tree planting. They have picked, this is one of the great place to plant this Hayward trees as hope and peace. And this is also Maroni. Hiroko was attending the planting. Also the Fukushima Namie, this is a nursery schools. We planted the Someyoshino cherry trees, we call sakura trees in Japanese. We planted here at August 2019. And Maroni and his wife Gary has attended to the planting ceremony there. And last October was Japan, domestic Japan, Akita Prefecture, Noshiro, commemorating Noshiro Rotary Club's 60th anniversary event. We have attending the nursery school's kids, and we planted the Japanese hackberry trees there. The recent one is we attended Rotary Peace Conference in Ontario, USA this January. And Jiro and Hiroko attended there, and Rotary International past president Maroni, we presented the persimmon tree, and we're planting this occasion persimmon trees at Descanso Japanese Garden in Los Angeles, USA. We have shipped seeds, not only plants. Some Hayward nursery help us to grow the seeds as plant. I would like to introduce some major nursery here. This is Hiroshima's nursery. Main nursery is Mr. Chikara Horiguchi. He is pick Hiroshima's plant seeds and carefully raised at his gardens here. And he grow up and take care of these trees as well. We cannot forget his name, and we do appreciate his effort toward this preserving the trees, mother trees. And here, this is the Rotary and Lee Dombrowski with Rotary Hawaii. Hawaii University Nursery, Hiro campus also have a nursery. And this is past Governor Wade Nomura, also Japanese American, who helped us to grow the trees at Santa Barbara, USA. And this is Stephen Ripa. Some of you may know he is one of the enthusiastic Hiroshima and Atlanta-based peacemakers. He is also Will Rotary Club president now, 2020. And Kevin Cole is Homer Nursery is Alaska. They are helping to our Hiroshi's to grow. And this is District Governor Hajime Sawara. We have Fukushima Kitakata Nursery as well. And expanding the Rotary Hayward Nursery is also Fukushima, Yakusu, Canada, and Europe as well. We are planning expanding those. Then I would like to look back this picture, August 6, 1945 at Hiroshima. Lastly, I would like to share the Jiro Kawatsuma Hiroshima survival story. We can go back to 1945, August 6. I will read his poem. He wrote this to expanding his story. He was 18 years old at that time. The bomb dropped at Hiroshima. I'm now in Hiroshima. The date is August 6, 1945, the day the atomic bomb was dropped. Hot winds and radiation permeate the large area. People are burned all over their bodies. Shirt sleeves tear off from the shoulders and stuck at the wrist, where the burned skin dangled. But they try to walk back home with voices, crying out, "Give me water, give me water." People walk around for the first 3 days, not knowing the impact of the deadly radiation. Rescuers from all other prefectures arrived in Hiroshima and succumbed to the radiation. By the end of 1945, the death toll reaches 140,000. As of today, the death toll counted over 320,000. Hayward survivor Teresa Strong, they saw the horror of the atomic bomb. It lamented the deaths of people and started to call for peace in the world. This is what Green Legacy meant to us. We would live as they do. The Rotary Clubs are spreading this project to promote world peace. This is written by Pacific Governor Jiro Kawatsuma. The last picture I would like to share is, this is a Hayward cheese. This Hibakujumoku cheese picked in Hiroshima picked by tree Dr. Mr. Chikara Horiguchi. It packed to ship to the world. Through the activities of growing a bamboo tree worldwide, it hopes to deliver the message of Hiroshima, hope and peace. Thank you for listening. This is my presentation.
So nice. That's so wonderful, Midori Nakami.
Thank you.
Nice to know more about your culture, how you people have uplifted the treasure that is being, what you say, buried under the ashes and everywhere, whatever is happening there. And it is a very, what you say, situation that should never happen in the whole world. And we appreciate all you people who are actually fighting for that particular cause and preserving and safeguarding the treasure that can be still saved. That is so nice. And even we are also very happy to see that your e-Rotary Club that is functioning in such a widespread across the globe. That is also so nice. Even probably a couple of questions are there in my chat window asking they would like to know more about how you are even organizing your e-club also, like among the members of other districts. That's nice. Yes. So now I would like to keep the floor open for the participants to interact with the speakers. Yes, one of the questions in my inbox which I would like to bring in is, so through these e-clubs, how are you actually spreading the information to other people to support for your project of safeguarding this place? Yes, Pedro.
Sorry,
It's for you.
can you speak question again, please?
One of the participant is asking, like through the e-clubs, because they are spread everywhere, how are you able to, use these people for the purpose of your project, the safeguarding the trees?
The e-club.
Exactly.
Regarding my e-club, this e-club is the Hiroko has established the first e-club in our district. At that time, there is not all e-clubs allowed. It's a tested period. So this e-club is, we have not only this project to engage in international projects, but one of them is this Hero project. Why this is connecting by e-club and Hiroko's club is because one of the point is because of the language gap. Most Japanese clubs speak only in Japanese, so there is a war to spread the internet. So supporting our club members and some Japanese American helps us to expanding this Heiwa project, not only our club, but also the Hawaii club. So we have various members joining this Heiwa project. So not only two clubs, but also we have more Rotarians, not only our clubs, helping this expanding Heiwa project. So which is one of the advantage of the e-club. We can communicate by online, like this Zoom, or attending international conference from everywhere, we can gather at the same moment to expanding this project. I think this e-club is one of the futures for expanding the international projects. My answering maybe not only for the Hiroko, I will ask Hiroko in Japanese. 関さん、今のお話、この E クラブとこの平和プロジェクトの関わりについて教えてくださいということで、この普通のこのクラブだけじゃなくて E クラブ同士もここに参加していくということで、このプロジェクトの広がりの意味合い、E クラブとこのプロジェクトの関係を教えてくださいと言われたので、今どう広がっているかってお話しさせていただくどうですか？
はい、やっぱり E クラブっていうのは一つの拠点だけじゃなくてワールドワイドで人がいますよね。ですからクラブのメンバーっていうのはワールドワイドにいるということで、その人たちで、活動しているということが一番ふさわしい言葉かなと思います。
ありがとうございます。Let me translate her word. Hiroko believes the most interesting part what is E-Club is the value is club members from all over the world. Our club members from 8 nations, and her club is also from 8 nations, 8 national countries. So their communication style is quickly and can spread immediately to the world. So this yeah, that is one of the maybe the virtue of E-Club.
Because getting things done is not a one-person's task, and it is nice to know that many people are actually joining their hands, and especially from across the globe is not a small thing. And motivating them and getting them to the work is really tough, and that's good. You people are actually doing a great job over there. Yes.
That is
yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you. Midori, I just ask one question.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was very interesting and informative, and especially your story on the survivor tree Hibaku. I just want to know, is it the same as the ginseng? The ginseng tree and the Hibaku are the same?
Ginseng?
Ginseng is the famous Japanese and Chinese.
Chinese. It is a Chinese.
It's Chinese, not Japanese. Yeah, it's Chinese.
And also they have a lot of ginseng.
It's Chinese, sir, not Japanese.
It's been surviving for millions of years, right? Has withstood all sort of attacks. Ginseng also. There's a Chinese and Japanese also. Japan also, they grow a lot of ginseng tree. I don't know, the name may be different. And but anyway, it was very inspiring to hear the story of Hibaku. I have heard it, but I never know. It has got so much of history behind it. And I have from Visakhapatnam, our city has got a lot of Buddhist monuments in and around our city and also in our state. So we invite you as our guests to come out to Vizag, to come out to India, stay with us, spend some time. We'll be very delighted to have you.
Thank you.
This is an invitation from us.
Thank you very much for saying so. Yes, as yes, thank you for this peace project expanding maybe our network to the world, because this KKK chant, the reason why we know KKK chant is because of this peace project. We have the big conference, virtual conference held in August 5th, which is commemorating 75th anniversary Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bomb dropping. This is one of the Rotarian Action Group for Peace arranged the conference. All the Rotarians from the world joining to think about peace. So this is one of the, I believe I only have 10 or 11 years experience in Rotary, but as many of you can see, the Rotary world expanding as core project as
Yes.
peace, same feeling as peace and friendship.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for inviting
Thank you
this
very much.
opportunity as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions from the members? Ask, you're interested to ask something.
Yes, sir. And I would like to request our immediate past President Jawaharlal Garu. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Nakami and Hiroko, for your
Yes.
wonderful presentation about the Japan after the atomic bomb. And it is a great opportunity for us to know about the greenery and what you are doing as a Rotarian and everything. As already my friends have requested you, you are invited to our India. And at the same time, you are invited to visit Vizag. And with your hands, it is very nice to have a sapling here in Vizag. Please try to come over to India and Visakhapatnam. Thank you.
Thank you.
And at the same time, I want to have your mail ID so that I had some other questions and some other information I have to exchange with you. And
I have, sir. I will.
Right,
I can give you. Right.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Already, I think by this time, your time may be at around 3:40 or 3:50 or something like that. I think in the evening.
Yes, yes, yes. They're almost 2.5, 3 hours ahead of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much, Bobby Garu.
Thank you, President, for organizing a very, very rare and informative meeting over the Zoom.
Thank you, sir.
Really, it is a great thing. And Mr. Chand, definitely, here I'm appreciating you, sir, for organizing this type of meeting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Have a good day and have a great future also.
Thank you. Thank you, past Mr. Garu. Yes, and yes, Midori Nakami, as all the people are saying, the video and everything that you're showing, it is just spellbound. We don't have any words to say anything on that. We have been hearing about the tragedy of Hiroshima and Nagasaki for years and years since our childhood. But yes, talking to somebody from that own land is totally different. It is emotional too, because what you people have gone through is something that the world does not want to see these kind of things repeated at any point of time. And in this regard, all of you people who are doing this kind of peace mission and everything is highly appreciable, and it is a need of the hour, especially when the whole world is boiling with the thoughts of this corona and this kind of, international war that the people are also expecting. So these kind of things will really certainly bring in a lot of change. People should see what is the truth that happened, and what is left after that disaster will be certainly something that is going to change many minds of lakhs and millions of people, that's for sure. And thank you so much, Midori and Hiroko, for being with us for this day and addressing our club. And especially, where this message will be certainly taken forward to many other people also through our channels. And thank you so much, Mr. Chan, for organizing this particular program and inviting the speakers with such a short notice. And so nice of you. Yes, thank you, my dear Rotarians.
One question I have for Hiroko and as well as to Midori. Please, Madam, see, one thing I want to say that Yoniyama, the father of Rotary Japan, is applaudable. He had created a fund for the scholarship of the people across the globe, and that too with a huge fund. It is phenomenal for us to know that. And we would like to have the details of that so that we can spread among our communities here, so that people can aspire to go and have those studies. So please give us more details about Yoniyama scholarship, how we can encourage our, interact club members and other society members. That is one thing I thought I can ask you.
Okay, John. And yes, we will forward the detail. There has the English site so that you can. We will share by email.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice. Yes, sir. Anybody else would like to interact? Okay. Thank you so much. So yes, I would like to request Kolavanenu K.K. Changaru to give the closing remarks and the vote of thanks.
Thank you, President, for giving me the opportunity to make the closing remarks as well as the vote of thanks. Yeah, it is phenomenal to tell you, Hiroko, as well as Midori, that you have made an excellent presentation and you have given us an insight into how you people have undergone trauma on the day of, the dropping of the atom bombs on Hiroshima as well as on Nagasaki, and you have undergone tremendous shock and difficulty. But anyway, we always believe that Japan has that kind of confidence, and they have re-erected themselves to such a level that it is phenomenal recovery, and you have that strength. And we definitely wish and bless that Japan should do much better globally, as well as that they should make better peace commitment across the globe. Thank you very much for giving such a wonderful presentation, both of you. You both made our day today. We are very happy for that. And now I would like to make a vote of thanks to the people. First, for the Rotary song by Jason Murthy Garu, and then our president had given the birthday greetings for birthday and other anniversary greetings, which had fallen in this week. And it was very nice that I can't stop appreciating our President Srikant for taking initiativeness in asking me to call you both and make an international speaker meet, which had given lot of enlightenment for the club, as well as this is completely recorded by us, and this will be spread among our various clubs. And as our president told, that it will reach to not less than 400 of the Rotarians spread across in this district, maybe out of the district also, I don't know that, but definitely it's going to spread everywhere. And we are going to spread your message, definitely, Hiroko as well as Midori. And we look forward to be associated with you, as our senior members have already mentioned, Muralidharan Garu, our past district Governor Bobby Garu, and our president, welcoming you both to Visakhapatnam. Be our guest and be with us, and it will be a pleasure for us. And all the members who have attended for this meeting, I really thank each and every one of them, including the Rotaract Venugopal. We have really enjoyed this particular meeting, and we will keep this in our memories for years to come in the future. Thank you once again, Hiroko and Midori, that you have really made our day. Thank you and namaskaram. And we look forward to meeting you.
Thank you so much, Shangaru, for such a nice vote of thanks and recognizing the speakers and the efforts they have taken in coming all the way for this program. Because of this COVID, we think that the doors are being closed, but as the Rotary team says, new doors open always. If not for this kind of, the method of this electronic digital media, which has spread a lot, we couldn't actually interact with people across the globe so easily. That's so nice of it. So thank you so much, all of you. So officially, this international speaker meet on this 27th of September is adjourned. Thank you. We are going to close it. And now the floor is open for any kind of discussion for the next 2 minutes. Thank you. Namaskar. Thank you. I'll be in touch with you also shortly. And now this is offline because now the main program has been closed. Our Rotary Club of Visakhapatnam is a 79-year-old club, and there are so many visitors from many countries whom we have actually, hosted, and we have invited them, and we take care, and that will be a nice cultural exchange also. We'll be discussing them also with you shortly. Post-COVID, we can certainly make some international trips also on this. We'll do that. Yes, ma'am, sure. Yes, Shangaru. So shall we close the meeting?
Yeah, Mano,
yes, Midori.
అంటే వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఏమైనా మాట్లాడాలంటే మాట్లాడదాం, లేదంటే
we can take it offline.
Offline.
Yeah, better. Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Hiroko.
All the best. See you.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye.
Namaskaram. Thank you so much for coming here.
Opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yes, Vinay Garu.
Bye.
We will be in touch with you.
Yes,
Thank you very
definitely.
much. テストします。
Thank you.